So tonight I'm going to be tearing the blower fan ventilation part in the Dodge. Not getting a lot of heat. I don't think it's the heater core. I'm thinking there's probably a mouse nest stuck in there again because the truck sat for a year and a half before I started driving it again. So we're gonna go ahead and get that all tore apart, and we'll see how that goes. So here we go. First thing we gotta do, we got our heat running down here on our, if I figured out, down here on our diesel air heater. And then cut some wood today, so a little low on oil, but not worried about it right now. So got a bunch of dead stuff laying out in the yard, so just cut a little bit, just enough to make some heat in here. It's 31 degrees outside, and there's about 35 in here, so a little bit of heat helps, especially when I got this little blower here that comes out. I just face that right towards the door, and then I'm gonna have the door open so it'll kind of blow some heat in there. So yeah, here we go, guys. All right, we're gonna dig in here. Empty our glove box. Got a whole bunch of screws to take out of this thing. Gotta pull this down. Here we gotta pull this kick panel out. And then this here is where our blower fan is. All the bolts are up top and around, so you can't get them from down here. Gonna be using the Milwaukee M18 brushless 1/4 inch impact driver to assist us today. Oh, first we're gonna pull out all these little screws up here. Of course, you should always unplug your battery, or undo your battery. Sorry. So most of this runs across. All the way across to the driver's side. Now it's been a while since I've took this apart, so looks like I got a bulb down here that's burnt out. There goes the driver's side. And this whole thing falls right out. Okay, we gotta be careful over here. Yeah. You got a bulb to take that out, but how does that come off? Okay, just got a little female spade connector. Alright. Set that off to the side. Now, a bunch of goodies here. I don't actually know what all this stuff is. I've just been dealing with this for years, guys, so Alright. So, like we got a connector here. Connectors gotta come off. Got some, it's like some maybe 5/16 for the nut driver. Is it 5/16? Yes, it is. So got some. Looks like I'm missing a screw I didn't put back in there. Like I said, I haven't had this apart, and I think it was, well, it's maybe five years now. I think 5 years now. And as when I worked at another job, I just pulled it in the shop because I was on my way to work, and I've been driving truck for a while. I was on my way to work, and all of a sudden I heard this big bang, and there was dust and carpet and everything else that come flying out of the vents, and my fan wouldn't work. So I remember I hurry up, tore this apart one night after work. I don't know, I must have had 14, that job I was working about 14 hours a day. 14 hours a day, and then I brought this into the maintenance shop and just started pulling stuff apart. Okay, you got one in the back here. I don't know how well you guys can see. So I cut some firewood today because I was actually going to do it tomorrow, and then my wife was going to do something earlier today, and then she ended up not doing it, so I jumped on it, doing that today because I knew I could do it tonight. Okay guys, I'm going to bring you back here. So it was kind of hidden, but right down here, they're 10 millimeter. These are usually kind of hand tight on these ones. They're not really a really good fastener, but these here, alright, so I'll go ahead and move you in so I don't block you guys as much. I'm trying not to. Big learning experience. You know, I'm supposed to be like a content creator, but I'm not really a content creator. I just make stupid videos. I'll move the light here in a second. Pretty much there's a little screw behind that bracket, and then I think we got one more here. There's probably gonna be one more hidden somewhere, or nope. Okay, so are we gonna find anything? Any guesses? Any guesses at all? Okay. Well, there's some shit in the bottom of that. Looks like a bunch of leaves and some oil. Yeah, sure as shit. Got another
Yeah. Got another mouse nest in there. I'll zoom in a second. Alright, figure out. Got a freaking mouse nest in there. Alright, I gotta get all that pulled out. I got it all cleaned out. Now we gotta see if the fan works. Being I don't have power out here, I can't run my vacuum, so. There's just stuff packed. A screwdriver. Screwdriver. Alright, now we're gonna fire this thing up. Okay, so our vacuum's working. We'll go ahead and put the fan cover back on. And I got this little camera here that my mom got me and my brother for Christmas a long time ago. I want to know if there's anything behind this door. Okay, I don't see anything behind the door, but the heater core looks pretty rusty. Let's see. And, it's pretty rusty though. Can't really get a can't bend around that corner. Yeah, she's pretty rusty. One other thing I noticed is their inside where the cable holds on is broke. So when it gets warm, I always have to take this panel off, and then I push the cable back because there's nothing to hold the cable because it just kinks. Well, I pulled this to heat, and I always have to manually pull it more, but I found out it's connected to that door right here. And when I'm cleaning it out, actually right now, that door's not all the way shut. So if I move that over, right, when I pull this door shut, yeah, see that? Push this a little bit. Okay, watch when I pull this door shut. Great, now I can't get my hand on it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, look at that. So this door, which I guess this should be considered the blend door, is not all the way shut. And it's letting in cold air bypass the heater core, which might look like they shoot that quite a bit, but so we're getting cold air coming in there. So I gotta figure out how I can shut that all the way. So up the top, there's that really rusty thing with the cable back there. That's the arm for it. So I got it all the way shut. And of course, some of that foam's rotted. But it's a lot sealed than it was, because it was like halfway open. So now I just got to put this thing all back together. So this should be fun. So this thing didn't even have screws. I put it floor low. And then, let's see, where am I? Shit, I don't even remember now. Oh. All these cables. There you go, driver's side. just run a... Remember when I put this thing back together the first time, I didn't have anything to hold the vent still. So this camera I use, that's a test along. The only complaint I have is I can't use it on any spark plug holes on a small block Chevy. They all get in the way because the end of it's too big. Yeah, this is a little reclaim. This one only works on air conditioning. Which sucks because the amount of not a lot of heat. It'd be nice just to pull everything that I want right now instead of having cold air come in. I'd just be reclaiming it now. Okay, I'm putting this on right. Yes. Is it gonna go in right? No. Okay. Wires in the way. Close. Really close. Yeah, I'm gonna scoot you in. Okay. And go ahead and put one of these in there just to hold it for now. Okay, so go ahead. Stick that one in there. Alright, I want you guys to tell me if you think this is gonna work. Now that I did a whole bunch of work to it, or do you still think that it needs a new heater core? I am curious. I think it's gonna work because that blend door being open, but at the same time I feel like all that work is gonna be for nothing anyway, because my luck, that's what usually happens. I'll take time, do something right, and then it doesn't matter because I gotta do it again anyway. These are always a pain. They're better put on with the socket. FYI. Alright, so we got that. We have to jump over here, get all that stuff put back in place. guess might as well just put this one in first. Gotta make sure we put our connection back in there. And make sure we put our light and our connection. This will go on the side. Now our light's not working. Okay, so there you go ahead. Put this through. Okay, we'll go ahead and try not to strip these out, put them back in. There we go. Sometimes these can be quite a pain, man. Oh yeah, we'll send that one home. That one. I don't necessarily like using power tools on this stuff because it doesn't take much to break them. Then my light keeps working and then it quits working and then it works and then it quits. So your light over here, once you get it back together, you need to make sure when your dash closes that it goes off, because if you don't, the battery's gonna die. Alright. This is all glued on. It looks like it fell off on me. That. Couple screws. It sucks not having enough light, man. Quit lined up. can't see it. Oh, there we go. And then one over here somewhere. Of course, everything fell down. Doesn't want to line up by any means. This thing just doesn't want to go together. Ew, the beats, man. You know, these little tabs slide in there. Screws in there. Now we find out how much stuff is going to blow out of the vents. Not really. Not enough vacuum to pull it, but we're gonna get this thing fired up and let it sit out here and idle and see if our temp gauge goes up quite a bit. That truck's still warming up. Looks like 110 degrees right now. That's definitely way more heat. That's as much as I got last time. My truck was warmed up. I call that a success, boys.